we doing? We're back for leg 3. It's Boca Juniors against River. Oh, the screen is all went a wee bit ski whiff on us. I think let's try and fix the. Yeah, I think that's as good as it gets. Sorry, but yeah, the goalkeeper on Sorare data just flew right off. So guys, we've got the game on. Just about. The stream has been a wee bit iffy, and yeah, so I wasn't too sure if we're going to go ahead and get the game on. So, Barco starts for me. De La Cruz starts as well for McBride Ace. So we're absolutely buzzing for both of us. Hopefully, like, I'm really asking for a miracle here, but McBride Ace just needs a really good performance, and he is like, oh, I'm super jealous, man. But I'm so happy for him all at once. I'm going to cancel the stream here because it's now went on to wrestling, because there's also limited football that's televised at this time. So BT, let's stop casting. Now, I actually, guys, got a my first ever real proper official copyright strike for the Barcelona stream. So I think I must have had it on the big camera, and I think I think I must have had it on like this for like way too long or something, and it's just caught us. So I'm also, and I did have that. I had the volume on. I think that might have played a part in it as well, guys. So I didn't think you guys would have been able to hear the volume. It didn't seem to be like the microphone was picking it up or anything. But so yeah, so I've had my first ever copyright strike on YouTube tonight, guys, and we've done some great watch along stuff. I hope you have enjoyed the content. You unfortunately won't be able to see the replay of the Barcelona stream. I don't think you would really want to watch any of the replays of these streams anyway, but if you are up for it, then we do drop a lot of good little nuggets. I bought an Eric Garcia tonight, guys, so I did action that. Just went market bought him. The score he dropped tonight on his AA game was incredible. So guys, throughout the day, you know, there's been like 3 or 4 players that I've kind of brought my attention to, and they've all done really well. So it's been a really good stream so far. I'm hoping it's going to be Barco in this match here, because I do obviously own him at the moment. But I've not seen Boca Juniors. I think I've seen River play. I've seen Barco's debut, and I watched, was that Boca Juniors? I watched an Argentina game for the Sorare Odyssey podcast. I think that was Boca Juniors. It must have been, because I had no dog in the fight. I didn't have a cards playing. So yeah, it must have been Boca and Banfield, I think it was. I got that wrong. Rosario Central, that's who it was. They both like yellow and blue. I remember saying that on the stream. Predictology, thanks all for joining us. Everyone, if you do want to join the stream, you will get a fist bump on arrival. Please do, upon arrival, like the stream as well. It means a lot to me. Feel free to let me know how your day's been. How has your game week been? How much football have you watched today? I've not even tried to count the matches I've watched today, but I've seen tons of great football. Unfortunately, like my game week really peaked at like Saturday 3 p.m. the Celtic game. And really since then, it's just been downhill. Tonali not playing was the first real kick in the balls. And the Machida thing, and the Ronald Hernandez thing, and this one and that one. Depay, oh, by the way, I've not even checked my scores. I wonder if Depay's actually managed to get me into the prizes. He has. We're into a tier 3. Thanks to Depay. Yep. Jesus, what an awful score. 97% complete. Do we have much of a buffer on that? 13 points, man. We're right on the bubble for a prize. And that's a real good team for All-Star Rare, must be said, you know. And then otherwise, we're waiting on a prayer from Barco here. Another 23 super rare. If he can, he's my captain, so if he can really kill, really kill, then he leaves Hassel a job, but not really, maybe too much, depending on how that game goes away to LAFC. He could be making lots of saves and all that kind of stuff. We might just squeak into the prizes here if Barco can kill, so fingers and toes are all crossed for that, of course. So we'll be keeping an eye on his scores. Barco's trapped in with a 37 at the moment. De La Cruz is actually just out of shot, so let's scroll down. De La Cruz is more important to us than that stuff. There we go. So De La Cruz is on a 33.9. Mikey Baston, Rob, SAFC, fist bumps to you guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. The SuperClassico, I've got it on his goal, and the stream took a while, but it's working. But guys, if it does bug out, then I can't make any promises. It's late, it's been a long day. I am riding on Barco, but if he doesn't give me a reason to hang about, if he doesn't give me a reason to believe, then no, we want this one. Sorry, yeah, this one, and we don't want the sound because I say I've got my first copyright strike, guys, ever on YouTube. It wants me to go to copyright school, so I'm going to do that. I'll tell you all about it because I'm very much up, guys, for living right at the edge of what's permissible. And if in any way, shape, or form this shit's permissible, then happy days. I'm quite conscious to switch between them, so I don't want to take the absolute piss. But when some good stuff's on, you know, a goal or something, that's what we're all about. It's been a great day, guys. We started off with PSG Monaco, which was actually a really great performance from Monaco. Fofana really took the eye. We mentioned how I was looking at the Aguilar unique whenever the guy that's got it earned him through his referral reward, and we'd never done it. I kind of shat out of it, and he banged in a 100 today with no decisive. We then rolled on to Ajax Feyenoord. That was a good match to watch as well, but the stream was a real pain in the backside. I watched Celta Vigo and Leipzig off camera. Leipzig then rolled on to Leverkusen, Wolfsburg. I came back for the Rome derby with you guys, and then we ended up having Seville and Sociedad on as well. And then we've rolled all those games into Marseille Nice. We caught a piece of. We also caught a little bit of Lille, whoever they were playing earlier today. And I didn't even try with MLS today. Then we rolled into El Clasico. Yeah. A wee bit of Juventus. We've seen a little bit of Juventus as well today, actually. Jesus, guys, how many games is that I just mentioned that we've caught today in some way, shape, or form? That's some amount of games, man. Now, I'm not putting the Sounders game on because they've not played half my fucking team. No Ymar, no Morris, no João Paulo, I think. So it's, yeah, I'm throwing the towel in with it. What prizes am I actually on for? So there's a few cards on that picture, like 2. So I'm on for a tier 3 rare. Let's hope that sticks. And a tier 3 limited. Where am I getting that from? Under 23s. Captain Zach didn't really do too much for me. Maeda and actually a decent team. Not amazing, but if I can leave this game week with 2 cards and ETH, then I guess it'll feel 91 for Eric Garcia with no decisive. How disgusting is that? With multiplier, you can break 100 by a card like that. Oh, crikey. Anyway, yeah, if we finish the game week with that, and maybe I get 3 tier 3s rainbow. Maybe I get a tier 3 rainbow. I'd actually be quite buzzing about a little tier 3 rainbow if Barco and Hassel could save my bacon right at the death here. I need to stop. I need to reorder those screens. I keep hitting that one because it's in the middle. De La Cruz took a kick to the ankle. Better actually start watching the fucking football. I don't know if he's maybe made a meal of it. I hope he has. Does look like genuine pain. Maybe he's a good actor. That'd be a good statistic to catch on SO5, eh? Are they a good actor? I think Waff is right. What do you guys think? Maybe pull the table out a bit and we can get a little bit of this action. The cloven rail, I probably wouldn't keep there, but I'd get Wirtz framed and get him up behind me here. Maybe I bring the Larson in. Like I said to my wife, I want to keep that in the house. Got a bit of a Celtic wall on the goal here, but there's like doors and stuff over here, so I don't like that being in shot. Fry being out as well. Yeah, Fry, I think as well. So I'm missing from Seattle, but Fry's a ball buster for me. Yeah, I actually quite liked how tonight's went shooting wise in terms of like having the angle and having a wee adjustment. I've moved the screens around. I feel it's made me more comfortable with the camera position and everything. I might even change it ever so slightly because I think I'm just a wee bit too far out. Not even watch this anymore. And again, I kind of like this little angle because it's like you guys are sitting with me. You're on the couch, you know. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? You're on the couch. You're sitting with me, chilling out. See, it's this door. I need to get something done with that because it's just, or say maybe if I move the desk out far enough, and then I'm like right at the tellies. And I think this kind of I definitely think the camera being there and like this open part. Yeah, I think that's maybe the shot. I don't know. I'll mess about with it. We've got an international break to experiment, guys. Maybe move some stuff about. I need to really get into this match. It's 15 minutes in. I've got no real idea what's been going on. Based on the SO5 stats, we've not been missing much. Everyone's No one's barely moved off their starting blocks. If anything, the Boca Juniors centre backs, Marcus Rojo and I'm going to guess it's a Christian, but it's a C. Zambrano, are both under 30 points already. They must be missing and losing possession all over the place. Mm-mm-mm. We've seen Thiago Almada's goal for Atlanta, by the way. That golden number 8, got my guys on display here. Barco, the number 8. Ferran Torres, 21 in the Man City kit. Number 7, Roldan. He got an assist tonight. He's on the clothing rail as well. What do you call it? Aye, Almada. That shirt is blessed. You know, that number 8 that Barco wore that Almada's wearing. You know, that's like number 7 at Celtic. It feels like for me that Atlanta number 8 is getting a wee bit of mystique about it. You know, it's getting a wee bit folklore, as we say. That was a late call this morning. Yeah, Mikey Basson broke that news on the last stream, I think it was. Pardew Gul, fist bump. Thanks for joining us, my man. Good to see you. What do you think of Sorare dropping the limited market with scouting season, while limiteds continue to crash? Is there a new scouting season been announced today? This has been better for watch along. Where's our Johnny Walker and Coke Zero? The Johnny Walker and the Coke Zero were both invited to come tonight. I think they were kind of up for it, and I've just not been on my phone. I might even have some DMs from the lads, and if he's are watching, and if he's have, I'm really sorry. I've just not deliberately not looked at my phone because all these streams have kind of been concurrent. They've went one after the other almost, and there's just I've had to eat, to get stuff. I've had to go to the toilet, set the screens up, get a thumbnail, whatever. So I've just deliberately not looked at my phone and tried to do everything on desktop in terms of what's so rare or whatever. I say the Garcia, I'm super happy to have picked up. Like, it looks good in here. I'm a wee bit gutted I'd never bought anything actually on my birthday. I'm not sure if I've done that before, and it'd be hard to. So maybe I've sold some stuff by now, but it would be interesting if that's a pattern I would have repeated. But maybe a wee quick peek at. I don't want to be doing this on screen with you guys. I have a look at my training teams and try and squeeze. I've got a limited international team going out, and I might have it. When's deadline? I'll come back to this later on. I don't need to do this tonight. I need to be watching this game is what I need to be doing. I'm not messing about with training and stuff. Jumping Jesus. Right, let's get it back onto the scores. Right, so we're watching out for Barco, who's on 39.1. Enzo Perez on 48. De La Cruz 33.9. Let's get to this game. Let's get under the bonnet. What's going on? What's this team made of? Tactically, talent wise, you know, what's going on? Austin taking control now. Cleveland having a stormer. I thought Cleveland was going to move somewhere like the Revs and become a number 1 goalkeeper, because he did so well at Seattle last year, stepping in for Fry, and he's not going to become number 1 at Seattle while Fry is around, and there's no obvious Fry's this is his last season or whatever. River Plate with a bit of a counter attack down the right. I hope this is Barco. The stream, and I say I'm not totally familiar. Wait, no, it wasn't Barco. It was somebody else. Number 13, Enzo Fernandez. He looks nippy. He looks Barco-like, which is a good thing in my book. What a save. I don't know who that was from, Wingerman, so I might have my back to it, sorry. The scouting season this month with massive player drops has caused the market to go down on limiteds. Do you think so? It's so hard. I don't think you can say that because we've not had limited. So I'm going to move this camera. Sorry, just because the screen's now in a slightly different place. Oh, it looks like I'm in a mad shady room or something. We don't want that. We want it to look kind of cool, but I'm sitting kind of slouched. Would you cry it? Yeah, we've only had limiteds for like 5 minutes. They've not been around terribly long. I maybe move it this way? Oh, there we go. That's what I do. I move it this way. So yeah, a wee bit further, I think. There we go. So I don't think you can say this has happened because of anything, because limiteds have just not been around long enough to really work out any forecastable or anywhere near predictable trends, or have enough data to really say the direct consequence of X is Y. to be honest. I know it will feel like that. And maybe it is true. I don't know enough about it. I'm nowhere near close enough to it, but I don't think the limited, like, the market would have been suit that as that. You know, what was the entry level? 11,000 people in the special weekly, the one that you could play limited, the one that me and John went for. 11,000 people buying, like, how many limited cards would they have bought for that special weekly, and how would it now still have an impact on the market to such an extent? I just don't, I can't get behind that as a premise. Just to be honest, I'm sorry. Move the mic a wee bit. Because we can. It's on an arm. Goal 1-0 Austin, Diego Fagundes, or one each, is that perhaps? Interesting. Might have been a good goal. Fagundes has been rejuvenated since leaving the Revs. I can remember. Hope you have enjoyed the streams today, guys. If you've caught more than one, if you're just catching this one, I hope you like this also. As I say, I've just got the email now. Your YouTube stream has been taken down due to a copyright claim. Yeah, there's that sound. I should not have had the sound on. It just caught it. So yeah, cannot have the sound on. I love that Sorare meme that came out earlier today, the one with Gollum, and it's like what you say to people when you sell the card and what you're thinking or whatever. And like, I genuinely, like, especially if it's a card, like when I sell Sani to John or anything like that. I sold another card recently, and I did say to somebody, like, I really hope this guy does well for you. He's been really good for me or whatever. And I do genuinely mean it if I say that. I don't always say it, but that's the thing. But when I seen that meme, I could just hear Gollum's voice, and it's just such a funny meme because if you know, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, if you, I was like in high school when it came out. It was a big movie when it came out, and Smeagol was a very unique character and very funny in some ways. But anyway, I could just hear his voice in the meme, and I think that's a sign of a great, like, meme or joke or something like that. Is if that you can have that kind of extra sense, like, participate, you know, and something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that in the right way, but I hope he's understanding me. So yeah, good times. Why are rewards so low for next game week? Because there's no licensed teams. It's internationals, buddy. It's internationals for, I think it's until game week 258. We can check it out on Lineup Builder. I'm not going to do it now because I really should be watching this River game. River have put together like 3 passes in quick succession, and it looks like Nicholas De La Cruz is playing a ball into the final third. He was fouled. The referee maybe gave advantage. I hope that gets scored as an attempted assist, McBride. Attempted assist for Nico De La Cruz. But it was a lovely ball, like, delicious ball. Look at that. It was a foul from Advincula. Advincula is a card I want. I gave my hit list. I'm going to write that down. I gave my hit list earlier on of what I need to try and film. So guys, I've got some extra ETH that's kind of happened upon me from an external trade I did on a DAO called Maple. I won't go into it again, it's too boring. But what do I need from America? I need 1 America defender, right? That's going to be Advincula. I'm writing that down. Advincula. If you don't know, Advincula is like a cult hero from, was it the Russia World Cup or was it the one before Russia? He was right back for Peru, and Peru got to like the knockouts or something like that, and he was just like Cafu-esque. He was just bombing down the right wing, had no defensive concern. Oh, Barco's a big chance missed. Oh, he looks like he's in agony. He's cursing himself. Let's see. Oh, they're showing us some ad. Barco, oh yeah, he finishes them all day. I don't think that goes down as a big chance missed. 19 yards out. Yes, I said 19 yards out. Straight into the keeper's body. He can just save it with his gloves on the ground very easily. Good shot from Barco. Good run. Good attack. And we'll get another one, son. Don't worry. We'll get another one. Did you hear that? It's my upstairs neighbour. Because I'm in the studio is like a shop, you know, so I've got people that live above it. It's a combination of them changing the auction schedule, which has come about for scouting season. Okay, fair enough. I can get behind that, I suppose. Minting more limiteds of each player. Yeah, so, okay, fair enough. So, Josh Asuka, I can get behind what you're talking about in terms of like how they're distributing, because I know that players are much more batchy and they are random. Now, I did a video on the channel called Scouting Season, like SZN. And that was the one thing I said about it, that you have to get in line, is like, it is going to affect players, and players who you want, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to get them, and unwittingly, especially if it's limited players, you will have the opportunity to do it because the price might come down on them because they're doing like 15 of them in a bundle and like a wave, and you know, there's maybe only really real demand for 8, you know, a little bit of demand for the next 5, and little to no demand other than opportunity for somebody who sees it and thinks that's cheap for the remainder, you know, that kind of idea. Um, but that's like much more like stuttery, if you know what I mean. So that can only go on until the cycle finishes and we get towards the end of circulation, because then once they're all out, and because Sorare are only going to sell half and the other half is for rewards, you know, so it's not going to go on for 1,000 issues of a card. It's only going to go on for a maximum of 500. I mean, you look at the serial numbers now, auctions definitely outstrip rewards in terms of if there's 300 limiteds for a guy, how many of them they will have auctioned versus dished out. In most cases, I'm led to believe. There's a great ball here down the left. You know, the short little pieces that I'm catching that had Vincula is involved again. Is you know, Boca do play quite nippy, dead tidy football. I wish I would, because of the recent rise in guys like Alvarez and even watching Borre move into the Bundesliga. I really do wish that I did just the thing with River, right, is I've always been a wee bit more Boca favourable because I liked Riquelme growing up, Tevez, and River play with a sash, and like being a Celtic fan, like the sashes or sashes are just like, it's just a wee bit, you know, I don't really want to be kicking about like that. Just me. So I want to. So anyway, I've always been a bit more of a Boca guy, but see, watching River, like they're really tidy on the ball, really good team, and you know, Nico De La Cruz has been long one of the best prospects in that squad. Alvarez really went under my radar. I think anyone who paid attention did see that as a great opportunity to be buying an amazing player super cheap, and that's why they've capitalised upon it. But I think had I given these guys the time of day and watched them, because I know Barco's a good player, but he's not going to transform this whole squad. You know, they were doing really well before him. And I forget who they just had that they let go into Europe. Or was there some? I don't know if I'm losing my mind on that one. I know Alvarez is due to go, but I'm thinking there's somebody else that maybe just left. Maybe before they just got issued cards, perhaps. Rob, the amount of times a player has had full issue is going to be much less than times that they haven't, to be honest with you, because half of the circulation is on the rewards, and because they're always going to try and push the best rewards, number one, and number two, there's been an ever growing supply of rewards, so that means the better rewards can be an ever growing supply to this point. Is a lot of cards don't get issued as rewards very often, if ever. And if you look at like the circulation of a lot of the Liverpool cards, like Van Dijk and whatever, you could really go and look at when those guys were issued out as rewards, and you'll see there'll be a big, massive period in the middle where they just didn't come out at all, for whatever reason it might be. And because of that, then with the Liverpool example, the clock runs out. You know, it's a new season now. Maybe the deal is expired past a certain point. They can't sell last season issue or whatever. I don't know. And then they don't get the full 100 Trent. They don't get a full 100 Van Dijk. You know, anything like that. So yeah, it's very rare that it does happen, but of course that is what you kind of get promised in the sense. So in my opinion, like if there is less, it only benefits you because there is not 1,000 or something to compete with you on the market if you're thinking about selling something, or even in the SO5 arena if you're thinking about differential opportunities. Because there wasn't 1,000 made last year, there was only 250, and out of those 250, they're probably between 230 people, and then between those 230 people, maybe only 120 actually use them. You know, across all the divisions and all the different combinations you could be playing, yada yada. So yeah, there's not many people that get a full allotment. Guys that are interesting to look at would be like Carlos Soler and like Milinkovic Savic. They're like top midfielders that have had big issues, and their price kind of holds really firm. So when you're looking at some other guys, and you can really think of any number of examples, I would try and find those guys that are at like Lazio, Juve, Valencia, that have kind of been there that whole time. And there's not many examples, of course, because we're talking about over 3 seasons. But any ones that have been in circulation that often to really get a high circulation, see how their prices look. They guys are great yardsticks for like a champ Euro mid, especially in Belgium. You've got tons of case examples for Belgium, you know. A Belgian forward, a Belgian goalkeeper, you know, the market data on that is extensive, you know. It is dated and a lot of times antiquated, but data is data. And if you like to use previous data, which I use in sparing amounts, then cool, brilliant. No problem, Rob. Ask any questions you want, buddy. Do you know why they've only minted one limited Havertz? Oh, wow. Well, they've only got like 20. I think there's less limited De Bruynes than there is rare De Bruynes. Because again, international window, they just didn't do too many limiteds. And in the last international window that we had, they didn't do any. In this international window, I'm hoping they do, because I would like a limited De Bruyne. I really don't want to pay more than a quarter of a coin for it. But the way the secondary market is, it's like got it strangleholded at above 3/4 of a coin, because there's been some secondary transactions that can justify that price now. And until the supply changes, why should the secondary market bow to any sort of price pressure? So I am also interested in that as well. So the only reason there'll be one Havertz, for a while there was only one Goretzka or two Goretzkas, and there were German cards that were issued as rewards. One was there was only one Bayern card for a while, and that was issued as a reward also, I think. And so that's why Havertz will have came out once on auction or once as a reward. I would suspect as a reward, and he's just not been back in the prize pool as an international card since then. Matty Boy, good evening. I'm very well, thank you. We're taking in definitely double-digit football today, and we're enjoying El SuperClassico. Boca versus River. Thanks a lot for joining us, guys. Please do drop a like on the stream if you're joining us live. If you're watching this after we've been live, you're absolutely mental, but thanks for doing it anyway. Please do drop a like, leave a comment, yada yada. Advincula is loving life. He's having a good time tonight. So Advincula is going to be my America defender, and I'm going to pick up when Boca cards come out. Just a rare, you know, and I don't expect to pay much for it because he is old, and like, I'm buying him just expecting him to play him for this year. Anything beyond this year for Advincula is fine. But what's interesting about Advincula, I suppose, to say this out loud, is he is Peruvian, and like the Peruvian league is scored, isn't it? So like, even I guess what you would have thought is the worst case scenario might not even be that bad. Because like Izagiri, if you're a Celtic fan, you'll appreciate this, or even a Scottish football fan. Emilio Izagiri went back to Honduras, and last season, I noticed this, not many other people did, but Izagiri played CONCACAF Champions League for his Honduras team, and he was playing the Pirlo role, CDM. And he scored really good on Sorare data. You can check his scores and stuff. There was a game, at least one game where he scored really good. Maybe Advincula does that. Maybe Advincula goes back to Peru and becomes like, I don't know, a big tall midfielder, that's a big Yaya Toure, a Peruvian Yaya Toure. Maybe he does that job. That would be something else. Or maybe he just plays his World Cup self, you know, marauding right back with no concern for defending or anything like that. Julian Alvarez looks like he's fashioned a chance here and we missed it. Oh yeah, he did. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Again, right at the body shape of the keeper. I really don't like to see that. I'm just thinking I've had anything else to munch on. I've got a wee curry here. Oh yeah, I've got some strawberries. I'll take some of that curry up the road, I think, and microwave some rice to go with. It was decent in that, but I just wanted a wee piece in here because I've been in here all day. I thought I have to get something to eat. But yeah, let's see what Barco's on the now. Barco's on 41. Nice. Dela Cruz is on 40 as well. Nice. Half time, we'll check the leaderboard to see where McBride is. Is this Dela Cruz now? It is. Final third pass. Boom. Oh, I wonder if we got that big chance created from earlier on or whatever. Final third passes on there. Attempted assist he got. Our big chance created. Oh, brilliant. So glad he got awarded that. That was a great pass. Oh, I meant to check something in the last match. Oh, who was it that saved the penalty? But didn't save the penalty. Was it Donnarumma? Who saved the penalty and didn't save the penalty? I think it was Donnarumma. Was it Donnarumma? I want to say that it was Volland. Volland scored penalty one. Oh, he didn't get counted for saving a penalty. If it was Donnarumma, pretty sure it was. River Plate corner. It's going out. Loving it, man. De La Cruz now on 41.7. He is pushing up. Barco's not far behind, man. Hopefully we can do this together. A De La Cruz Barco decisive link up would be magical. De La Cruz, one of my favourite players from last year. I was really close to picking him up because I think people were worried about his injuries and all the rest. And I thought, oh, I've got Barco, then buying him would make sense. And I can't remember what. Do I need an under 23 America mid? I do need an America mid. It doesn't need to be U23 either. Maybe I'll look at De La Cruz. Yeah, the Bears aren't too bad, man. See these DNPs and stuff. What's the deal with them? Out of the squad. Must have been COVID or something like some sort of injury. Maybe I'll look at a De La Cruz because I've got a Barco. Makes sense. Yeah. Why is it tough to know when he's going to play, Matty boy? What's the situation? Give me the DL. What's the down low? What's the low down? The LD? I don't know. I'm trying to make up patter here that nobody's going to understand. Let me know. I'm very interested in the De La Cruz. 0.28 is quite generous, man, considering what I just paid for a bloody Eric Garcia. This Enzo, what's it? Enzo Fernandez, he gets a good write up, doesn't he? He's much more expensive, but wow. He's a kid, isn't he? And what number is he wearing? 13. Right, so we'll watch out for him. Enzo Perez, I'm sure, is a veteran, isn't he? And this guy, Simon, I think his unique is going. He's 19. Let me peek at him. Those rares are more expensive than De La Cruz. He must be a wee bit more certain to play, perhaps. Pochettino is not in the squad tonight. It must be on the bench. I wonder who replaces Pochettino in this. Seems to get a lot of muscle injuries. Oh, Matty boy, I don't like muscle injuries. What are we talking about here? Pulling hamstrings? Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not buying something like that. Sorry. This be Simon guy plus rotation at River 2 with Barco. Yeah, it's just a busy team, isn't it? What about this guy? He's a wee bit steady Eddie, isn't he? But he's more expensive. It's probably because of his age. He can only improve, I suppose. But even at his price, I suppose. Oh, River in the box here. Had been cooling as a part of the rescue mission, but number 9, Julian Alvarez, buys a free kick out of him. No? Yes? De La Cruz is telling the ref, De La Cruz, just you calm down. Get out the ref's face. Don't get yourself booked, pal. Let Advin Cooling get booked. He's not a part of FC Barcelona yet. Molinas is on 45. De La Cruz is down to 35. He must have lost some points somehow. That's a bummer. I wonder if there maybe have been some double action, maybe? Because he doesn't seem to have any bit duel lost, a wee bit of possession lost. Unless that happened like quick fire, like in 3 quick occasions. Or maybe he has lost something like a double or something. 0-0, 40 minutes in. Who's this over the ball? Number 11, De La Cruz on the set piece. Feels like this must be the best 11 that River would pick, but it's it's a SuperClassico. Ball floated in. There was a bit of contact. Can't tell by who. River are claiming the corner. It looks like the way everyone's moving, it's going to be a goal kick, but good shout for a corner, by the way, but it's been given as a goal kick. This little kid Molinas, I think Tekers likes him, and Tekers knows his onions. Oh yeah, he's actually cheap, man. Is this a guy Tekers likes? I think Tekers likes these guys. Molinas. I got Molinas favorited, so that will tell me. How do you spell his name? Molinas. Get deja vu here. I am following him. Yeah, I think I might buy this kid. He's only got 43 cards. previous owner. Number 14. Number 20. Yeah, it's been passed about a bit. Interesting. Let's have a watch at him. Let's not buy him without watching. Let's pay attention to Molinas. So Molinas is number 16 for Boca. So 16 for Boca. Maybe 31. We'll pay a wee bit of attention to him as well. Seems like one good mid on the bench every week with a rotation. I have a Tati, so hoping he would go to River. Yeah, I think he could do good in a team like this from what little I've paid attention to the match so far. My concentration span has just gone, guys. It's been a long day, but and the stream quality isn't that great. So I'm thinking about some players to pay attention to. Is that Molinas? He looks sharp. If that's him, this is sort of territory in the pitch. I'd expect to see him. Is that what number is he? 16. Yeah, that is him. Right. Okay, so I've identified him. What was the River guy? 31. Is this Molinas? It's kept up with play. No, it's the number 9 Benedetto. Is this Molinas here? Yes. Oh. He's feisty, by the way. He's kept on the ball. Surely he buys a free kick there. He gives away a free kick according to the referee. He's absolutely raging. Can't believe it. You know that wet man? Oh, De La Cruz snapping. Advincula snapping De La Cruz earlier. Advincula's been booked. It's such a hothead, man. If I was a Boca fan, Advincula has just been flying into the back of somebody. That should be another yellow card. He should be sent off now. I don't know if he's watching this, but Advincula is mad as a bag of frogs. I wonder if we'll get a replay. Look at this. He's just been booked. Boom. How do you like that? Look, here we go again. Is this it? No, that's earlier or an unrelated incident or something. But Advincula gives. He's ran out of fucks. He's got none left. Oh Jesus! This game's starting to heat up, man. A goal before half time puts the cat amongst the pigeons, and I think we could have a really entertaining. Oh, here we go. River have got a counter attack. I don't really know who's on the ball and who's making the runs. I'm sorry, but I'm going to guess it was Barco and Alvarez were in amongst it. It's because they're the quick guys. They've all got black hair. They're all quick. They all look the same. All the River guys. Ugh. So I think that was Alvarez. Yeah, Alvarez was on the break. It must have had Barco running off on his right, maybe. Got a free kick here for River. 42nd minute. This goalkeeper, by the way, really impressed me. Last time I watched Boca, he saved a penalty. He was actually really good. De La Cruz was getting some extra instructions from the bench. One of these managers, by the way, I think I've noticed their manager has been somebody cool before, and I thought, oh, I better pay attention to that. Who was it? Gallardo, I think it was. River Plate, yeah. Yes, he did. Yeah, so Gallardo is somebody I'm familiar with for sure. In terms of like football manager and stuff, like just knowing who he is, and I think that's cool that he's a manager. I can dig it. That's cool. Probably will when Alvarez goes and he will be the main man in the middle. Yeah, potentially. But again, I think Castellanos has got it in his head he's going to Europe, you know, and sometimes these South American players, if they think they've got Europe in them, then going home definitely stifles them for that. You see, looking like Gabriel Barbosa. There's been a few other examples in Argentina. Maybe even use Benedetto as an example, but there's other ones out there. Like I don't even want to say Martin Palermo, but he's just such the archetype of a guy that, you know, maybe moves to Europe at the wrong time, to the wrong team, wee bit late, set in his ways. Barbosa, who's he went to? Was it Benfica or something? And he was awful. Or was it the Premier League? I can't remember where the hell it was he went. Gabigol. And there's been a few of them. There's definitely more Argentinian ones that have been kind of recent as well. I don't think you could say Mauro Zarate. I think Mauro Zarate was kind of successful for like a Premier League backup striker type guy. Did okay in Italy when he was fit. Did okay. That's a big exaggeration, I suppose. But anyway, maybe Mauro Zarate. So there's Molinas buying a wee foul. Stream quality's picked up a bit. I can tell who's who. Advincula and Molinas. Maybe That might be the Barcelona non-MLS America little backline. So I do have a Marcusson. That's actually quite wise if I'm planning on keeping Marcusson. Because if he is going to move, apparently Marcusson is going to leave Porto in the European off-season and go to Boca, and Boca are going to sell Rossi into Europe, is the rumour I've been fed, and I've not investigated it in any way, shape or form, really, but I bought Marcusson as soon as I heard it. Because that's just what you do. So if I've got a Marcusson, if I think I'm going to get an Advincula, and I don't think it'll cost me too much to get a rare, then a Molina's about a quarter of a coin for a wee kid like this. He looks okay. Definitely looks up for it, man. Let's get the shades. Who does he remind me of? Who does he remind me of? It's going to come to me. It's like, even be a British footballer. That kind of demeanour. Is it maybe Mahrez? Is that half time? Yeah. Half time. 0-0. We go in at the break. 0-0. SuperClassico between River Plate and Boca. The scores are Dela Cruz's came in at halftime with a 39.4. We'll check out the table, see how McBride is doing. Barco's on a 40. It's not going to be stellar enough to get me over the line, but the good AA start is something. Molina, who we're going to start paying a bit more attention to, is on a 42. Let's see why. So final third passes. That's all really. Won a few tackles. I suppose he is quite feisty. He does like a tackle. Yeah. Interesting. Let's check him out again. He's just not been playing much, eh? We're paying attention to this kid's second half. Mark was alright. What's happening? How we doing? Barbosa went to Inter. And then on loan somewhere. Mikey Basson, good plan. Love it. Need to get those weekly reviews of the Bundesliga and Serie A back. They were ace. Matty boy, I'm glad you enjoyed them, buddy. They didn't get as many like views and all the rest of it as I would have liked, to be honest with you. They will be back. I've been kind of in touch with. Actually, I've not been in touch with the. I will be in touch with people and getting everything sorted. Going to try and do that a bit more extensively, to the best of my ability. Argentina as a league, I do want to follow a bit better, to be honest with you, and Brazil. But yeah, we'll do our best. And yeah. I don't have a Bet365 account. I banned myself from it because I'll just start betting on the Singapore division again and Czech Republic under 21s and all that kind of stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm not to be trusted. It was half time. No terribly amazing scores so far. I don't think Barco's going to be pulling us into it. So unfortunate again. Another great game week for a lot of my cards. Absolutely killing it. Just a few missteps. And what the domino effect that has is catastrophic. So close up here, man. So close. Should get something out here, hopefully. D up the DNP. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, this. Some underscores kicking up now, so I don't think this is even reasonable to think about anymore. So yeah, I'm finished. Basically, I'm just hoping to hang on now. The 2 tier 3s and a bit of threshold. Woo! Okay. That's what it is. Can't change the past, so why worry about it? How's your game week been, guys? I'm looking forward to the international break. What about you? How are you feeling with your club, your gallery? Could you use this time to reposition, strategize, or do the sort of thing I'm trying to do in an attempt to fill some plugs, plug some gaps? I keep saying fill some plugs. I've seen some replays from the Monaco match earlier on. I don't know if he's got that. But yeah, that was a decent game earlier on. It was good fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so I got the Eric Garcia. I've got this little list here. So I'm looking for 2 MLS and 2 like South American forwards. The MLS ones will be new card issues. I need an under 23 rare defender that's non-EU. An American mid that's non-MLS, non-EU. An Asia forward. I need an Advincula. I've got that now identified. I need 223 SRs, but I'm not really put positions on them. I think that's for like the off season, just a wee bit of depth or whatever. I've actually seen highlights of all the games I've watched on this this stream that we've got for Boca Juniors. That's Lazio Roma. The first goal from Abraham was stinking, but the second goal was really nice. Great day of football, man. Absolutely great day. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed sitting through it with me. Alright, whiz. I had a feeling, but it's confirmed. Wiz, thanks for joining us in the live chat. Josh Atencio comes off the bench and is making an appearance for Seattle tonight, which is nice for us. When are we likely to see new MLS cards? This is the 20th of March. I'm going to say within the next 3 weeks is my educated guess. I don't know if that helps or is revolutionary to you. I don't think it will be, but Totti was buzzing the day at the Rome derby. They gave a good couple of shots at him on camera. He was a happy man watching Mourinho do his thing. I've been doing bits of an analysis on teams that should make Europe or Champions League qualification that don't normally to get ahead of the game for midweek utility next European season. Matty boy, that is next level preparation, man. I absolutely love that. And that's the sort of thing that, yeah, I love that. Great, man. Great. Love to hear it. That might be an angle I might explore actually, but not the now. I've got other things. I've got the European defender buffer back in. There's Ronaldo Rajo's goal from earlier. With Eric Garcia, we done that earlier today. Kind of bit the bullet at 0.38. Shat it basically after a little bit of negotiating, trying to get a bit of a haircut on the deal. Didn't happen. Matty boy, Kansas City shuffle. I'm all about that. When they go left, you go right. I'm all about that life. Ferran Torres' goal earlier on was sublime, by the way. I'm so gutted that he's in that team with Sofiane Diop, who DNP'd. So I got that. I think Europe wise, now that Nemeka's back as well, he started today, and Wirtz being out is a real kick in the balls. But anyway, Europe wise, I think like done. Unless Celtic come out, I'm not doing anything else in Europe. I don't think now for the foreseeable, unless some sort of like Leipzig opportunity happened. I'm trying to think if there's any other teams. Yeah, some sort of Leipzig opportunity happened, or Celtic. Really, that's where I'm at with European cards for now. Or maybe a wee CFG opportunity. Maybe I could go one of them. And then I need this non-EU contingent firmed out, and I think there's a nice lull in the market for me to maybe pick up a wee guy here, pick up a wee guy there. So I need a South American mid. Maybe I look at this Molinas or somebody who's in this game tonight. De La Cruz, if he is a hazard for getting rotated and whatever. maybe I'm moving away from him. I am thinking about selling the Barco super rare as well. The last one sold for like 4 ETH or something, and if it continues this form on and his price continues to move in line with that, then it's just too tempting. So I don't really want to get too attached to River Plate. I did mention the whole sash thing earlier on. That's just my preference to buying the home kit. If they have a cool away kit, which I've tried to get my hands on with a Barco 21 on the back, then I'd be down to clown for that. I really would. But alas, we don't. I wonder if now that the camera's there, I wonder if I'm gonna zoom in how the toy works now. Let's see. Oh, it's got it unlocked. Sorry. Let's try. Do we zoom in? Hey, there we go. We can zoom in a wee bit more. There we go. This is cool, eh? Wee camera. The table's a wee bit messy because I've got my birthday present that I bought myself, and Wiz has left his kind of 7 up. Cheers, Wiz. But that was cool. You can just zoom in. You can see the shirt's a bit better as well, which is what I was thinking. And we got the second half underway yet? Nope, not yet. And yeah, I'm worried about how big the screens are when I do that. So I'm just going to go back a bit. But yeah, this is fun. We can do this. If this is like all set up a wee bit better, maybe I move the desk and stuff, I could just go right into my face, you know? That could be funny. Who knows? Probably won't be. So yeah, I need a South American mid. I need an Asian forward, and like what I'm thinking with the Asian forward is I want it to be, and there'll only be a few people that will get this, right? But I want them to either be an Usami profile, or I want them to be a Joe Chima Fujita type profile. That's the kind of Asian forward I'm hoping to discover. So that's all I need for Asia. Advent Cooler, an American mid, a couple of I need forwards and stuff. Stuff that won't be cheap. David Peters, my man, how are you? Quinny, fist bump, thanks for joining us, my man. The wee rookie you have Lautaro Ovando at Argentinos Juniors. Scored a bullet header today. Who's got the rookie you? I've not got a unique. A bullet header today in the reserves versus Velez. His limited. So hold his limited, sir. Looks like an absolute Carlos Tevez. What do we need? EU forwards. Vando's a long burner, but isn't he? Because he's not in the first team. Super cheap. He debuted. He's been knocking about. Could be a play, man. None are for no rares are for sale. I think I've only got one Ovando. So maybe. There's a bunch up for auction as well. Nice. There we go. Yeah, let's maybe pick up an Ovando, eh? They picked up a rare quite cheap as well. Might keep my eyes open for a rare. It's a nice card as well, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'll keep my eyes open for a rare Ovando. If you reckon he's doing a wee bit in the reserves, Dave, I'm happy to listen to you there, mate. I'm pretty sure Molina's chap is like similar from Techers. Second half has started, but my stream hasn't. It looks like they're coming back out on the stream now. I'm probably about a solid minute behind the action. What's the deal with this Almendra guy? Is he transferring, or is he injured, or like away to jail or something? I know there was a bunch of these guys that got in trouble in the off season. What's the deal with this Almendra guy? Who was the guy at Techers Pure and loved at Boca? He was looking at guys and who was it? Let me have a look at the Boca roster. Maybe this Molinas guy. Those forwards. I may have been that Molinas. I think I might just buy him. Let's see how he looks, right? Let's actually watch him, right? Number 16 for Boca. We're paying attention to the kid. We want to see how he does. I want to see the cut of his jib. Maybe he's going to be my South American mid. So maybe a Brazilian guy, but like I would be quite tempted to. I'm so torn. I'm so torn. Oh, I'm so torn. Do you know what I love the idea of? I'm just going to look him up now. I almost went for his rare when I found it. I got his limited when I seen he had a sneaky new faces auction all to himself. Oh, Jesus, man. He's only got 7 rares and the floor is huge. It's Paulinho. It's 33, but I'm never paying that money for him. I wouldn't mind a Paulinho. Number 13, the guy that's worth a lot of money, took a big shot. What's his name again? Enzo Fernandez? Yeah. E. Fernandez, Ezekiel. I think that is Enzo, isn't it? Ballooned a shot over the bar. So we're into the second half, guys. The final leg of the day, the final leg of the stream. If any of you, Mikey Baston, there's some hardcores in here. I know you have dipped your toe in for all the streams, and I thank you greatly for all the support, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. We had the biggest views, I think, for the Barca game that's now been copyright struck, and I think we got some really good views for the Ajax game as well. So thank you all for any support you've given the streams and the content today. It means a lot to me. I kind of would ideally, like, when I make this place, when I've built this studio, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to get free tellies on the walls. The first thing I said when I came in here, viewed the place and signed it, was just kept saying, I'm getting free tellies on that wall, and see when it's like every game's on, I'm coming in here and I'm watching everything. And today was the first real chance to get to do that. So I've had lots of fun. I wish I had I had it all on the line when Leipzig and Celta Vigo were going off. I wish they crossed the line. I wish they'd done the job. Unfortunately, they never. We're walking away maybe with some tier 3s. I don't think Barco can do anything here. So it's been fun. It's been more just some wholesome football fun, rather than Sorare lineup based. Yay! Let's go buzzing for random footballer, you know. Yeah, I quite like this, but I feel like I'm a wee bit too far away. I think I want to come in a bit more. Maybe just move the desk in, or maybe just, I don't even think I need to move the desk in. I think if I just moved the tables around the formation of it, I could sit out here a little bit more, and then maybe we can try and crop out the fucking door. Got some cool stuff. By the way, if you know the guy Gegenpressing on Twitter, waiting for some stuff to come from him, but it's been taking manana forever. I know mananas doesn't mean forever. But yeah, South American mids. Maybe I think I want to move my mouse cable. I think that's a big part of the remaining discomfort I have in this kind of position. I wonder what mids I've got. Let's see, manager sales, rare, mid, champion America, and then Brazil and Argentina. Have I hit favourites? Boom. Zuccolini, Barco, Pochettino, De La Cruz, Almendra. Yeah. That is Molinas. Molinas is the guy. So let's watch him. Right, let's watch him. Let's actually watch him. 41.1 for De La Cruz. He's back on track for the scores. Oh, we forgot to check the leaderboard. Oh, Boca with a chance. I need to pay attention to the game. Door does need a huge poster on it or something, doesn't it? I was thinking about painting it or something, but yeah, poster could work. Could you get like a life-size cutout of somebody? Somebody funny. Who would be cool? Like Jimmy Bullard or something like that. Or the pie. Oi, oi. Right, so Boca have got the ball. Hitting it long to nobody. River recover possession. Oh my god. River Plate should have scored there. I don't know who that was. Somebody was trying to crash in. Tammy Abraham. No, it wasn't Tammy Abraham. Who did the crash finish earlier? It was Tammy Abraham, wasn't it? There's no avail. River come again. I think this is Barco. I recognise his wee stride. Lays it off to the side. It's a wee bit heavy. Gets cycled out. Long shot again. Goalkeeper catches. I think there's a bit of a wind there. I'm looking at their jerseys now with all the close-ups. Like, it seems to be quite a strong gusto around there. I don't know if that's playing any sort of effect on the play. Maybe aye, maybe no. Valencia or Elche. Oh, the Valencia manager. Yes. Borderless. How would I get one of them? But how would I get a life-size cutout of Borderless Jimenez and get it up on that door? What a thought. Need to get something. Carlos Soler, yeah, great one. Carlos Soler cutout. Who's mad tashing that? It'd be so funny, wouldn't it? Tommy McNamara would be a good one, I know. On that kind of note, River Plate gets some good possession, and again, River Plate have got that kind of passing style I've mentioned a few times today. Really zip it into toes, you know. Don't really take any chances. This is number 20 for Boca. Went on a lovely run. Drops it off to... I can't tell what number that is, sorry. Our boy Molinas is going short for the ball. He's shouting for it. He gets it. Dela Cruz is pressing him. Zips the ball into the final third. Dela Cruz tracks him and snuffs it out. But Boca come again. It's a guy with a kind of afro haircut, I think. Crosses the ball in, headed out by River Plate. And are Boca going to get another chance? No. Effective clearance into opposition half. Accurate long ball into opposition half. Whatever for Nico De La Cruz. He's on the hunt again. He's on the hunt again. Do really like this De La Cruz, by the way. If he's got all these mad random muscle injuries, that would just do my head in. What kind of muscle injuries are we talking? I should really investigate this myself, but if there's holders in the audience, please feel free to enlighten me here. What's the script with him? What are his injuries? I know he's been injured and stuff. I do know that. It's well known within the Sorare ecosystem. There's number 20 again. Who is number 20? He looked good. Ramirez. He's on a booking. He's only on 30 points, but that was quite good. He's 28. Yeah, he's not going to be dear, is he? Let's see what the SoFi scores look like. Yeah, they can be decent. How much is he? He's got no cards. Oh, okay. Juan Ramirez. If he's cheap, he could be an option. He gets. Oh, it's 1-0. Boca. Villa with the goal. Yeah, Villa. He's buzzing. So let's see, throw in there, the throw in that we kind of went on a little tangent with. Terrible back pass by River. And then Villa picks the pocket of the defender and rounds the keeper. 1-0 Boca. Really nice goal. Number 14 it is. Falls on his arse. And then, goalkeeper's left for dead. Who's number 14? Lisandro Gonzalez Perez, LGP. Atlanta legend, MLS Cup winner. Falls on his arse. Was absolutely terrible there. And it's his fault. There he is there, close up. LGP. He knows. Goalkeeper did sell himself short. The goalkeeper came way out, way quick. And Villa stayed nice and composed. Took 2 or 3 touches really quickly. And just bent it and put it away. 1-0 Boca. And that must be the 55th minute or so, 54th. River need to get their act together now. But all smoking, no fire so far. Are they going to get a foul for that? They are. I think it was that guy Medina, Steve Medina, who's on 38 points, who committed that foul. So De La Cruz is down to 39.4 after conceding that goal. And 54 minutes on the clock. Boca Juniors 1, River Plate 0. Shaka Boom is rejoicing in the LGP error as well. Let's see, Boca have got a free kick. Now, Barco scored a goal from this distance semi-less last year. I don't think he'll be shooting if it is him. He's crossed it in. Almost a spectacular OG. The Boca defender went to head it clear, but the goalkeeper had to make a save from the header, and it goes out for the corner. Oh, River have got their corner taker out there already. Corner swung in. Doesn't beat the first man at the front post. Comes down to like shin height. Really terrible ball. LGP is going to be desperate. He should be fighting through bodies to be getting on the end of this. And it's a high ball to the back post. Keeper comes out and claims it well. And falls on someone. And everyone's acting as if there's a fight going on, but there isn't. Yeah, number 5 almost with a spectacular OG for Boca, which is Zambrano, who's currently on 24 points anyway. And I wonder why. All-round score -10. Giving away a lot of possession. And yeah, his other stats are kind of killing all the good stuff he's doing. If he is doing many good stuff, that is. But the boy Molinas at Techers likes this on 44.7. Again, I've not really seen much of him second half. I think he's maybe done much, but I'm aware of him. I'm watching him. I can kind of, his body language is quite unique. So even in this funny stream, he's still identifiable. Looks like that kid that's wearing like his big brother's jumper for a shirt, you know. He's got that kind of skinny, I say it's like too big for him jumper kind of look. The face, kind of mad attitude he had. He reminded me of somebody right away when I seen him. I can't quite put my finger on it. He likes to shout and raise his arms, which I don't mind as well. Oh, what a break. River Plate. Oh, 1-on-1 with the keeper again. Straight at his legs, man. Like, making it easy for the goalkeeper. Who's that? Alvarez again. Yeah. Not Alvarez is not on his best. That should be 2 BCMs to him. He's not getting any. I think that. Oh no, that's VM clicked on. He's got 1. That should be 2 now. He should have 2 BCMs for tonight. Julian Alvarez. Both of them identically bad in terms of just hit straight at the keeper. Frank Fabra was a card I was close to buying when Boca came out because I think he had a FIFA card that you would always get first in the pack. I think it was like one of the better like South American cards in terms of ratings and whatever. I think that's Molinas with an effective clearance, and he's trying to actually get on the end of his own clearance. And there's a bit of a Boca breakaway here, 3-on-3. If Molinas and the other one can keep up, but Villa just shoots from 25 yards at a terrible angle, and he just fucking wastes it. Went to the Bombonera in 2002 for Boca v River, nothing else like it. And that included Celtic v Rangers. David Peters, I would love to experience that for myself and be able to have a real conversation with you about that. It's firmly on the list. Oh, Mikey Baston, thank you very much. He sent me the injury history for De La Cruz, yeah, she's lots of little ones, isn't it? Lots of nondescript, 5 and 6 days, 8 days, 108 days recently for a foot injury. Yeah, it's really nothing too nondescript. I might just go pick up a De La Cruz. This is the goal from earlier. We're getting a replay of it. I'm going to keep paying attention to this Molinas because he's a bit younger and he's at Boca, you know. And even if I keep Barco, I've then got one in each camp, and that's cool as well. Do I have any other American? So I'm getting yeah. And if I try and get an Advincula, then that works. I think that's the thinking, isn't it? I do need some forwards. Do I like the forwards in this team? What about this Villa guy? He's been kind of. Goal was good, but he was just shit there a second ago. He's 25. And wow, oh yeah, he does well. Doesn't go cheap, but. Interesting. Bit of an argument going on now. Juan Quintero's going to come on. We were talking about him earlier today. The camera's on De La Cruz. I don't know if the commentators may be speculating if he's about to be subbed or not. It doesn't look like in any way affected. It looks like he's been in the pace with the game. He's been one of the best players in terms of just turning play over and winning possession and whatnot. For any team, either team. On 41 points for now. This Fernandez guy's on 53. Must be a lot of this final third passing and stuff like that I'm missing because I'm changing shoulder and looking over screens and stuff. So 31 and 10 is the two numbers on the board. Quintero, I think, is number 10. 31 is Simon. We were going to try and watch. He's not done anything. He's on 31 points. And Quintero comes on. Now, Quintero is capable of a worldie. And is that Barco going off? Yeah, Barco's off for this other guy. Number 19, I think it was. Yep. Yeah, stream's about 3 minutes behind Mike, he reckons. Well, nothing I can do about it at this stage. At least it's working. It's not giving me a headache. 1-0 Boca, and it's at 16 minutes to the second half. I'm not actually totally convinced if Molinas is still on the pitch. No, he's been subbed off, so I can't even really watch him anymore. Advincula's also been subbed off. So if I had these Boca cards, I'd be pretty annoyed right now. Well, Jesus, the two Boca cards and Barco have just been subbed at this interval. Yeah, so. Oh, De La Cruz. Oof. A shot from about 50 yards out. He got it on target. Will we get a replay? And the goalkeeper saved it, but wow, what venom it was struck with, man. Like, if the goalkeeper was, like, not totally... Yeah, we're not going to get a replay. If the goalkeeper wasn't totally switched on to it, it could have went any manner of ways. But yeah, Boca are kind of happy when they've got possession around this part of the pitch. The onus is so much on River Plate to be on the front foot and try and get back into the game. Boca can keep just playing these long balls up and looking to break on the counter. Yeah, maybe I'll get a Juan Quintero. Oh, he's just a sub player, but he's a headache waiting to happen. Oh, number 22, by the way. Is that guy? It's Villa. Does look the part, man. Does look good. I think we'll give him a wee follow on Sorare. Another replay of the goal. Thought I missed something again there. Oy. Hope he's had fun, guys. Alvarez's current replacement when he leaves, Brian Romero. He's a 30-year-old forward, so I don't think he's really going to be the replacement, is he? Wow. He's not bad, is he? Why is he only 1.2, 0.12? Because he's 30. A lot of sub appearances, isn't it? Is this all goals from the bench this guy gets? It's hard to tell because it changes, started the game. Yeah. Has been a starter previously. It's kind of in and out of the team. It's very cheap, but 53 rares. Interesting. Got a super rare for sale at 0.7. Oh, it's through to somebody. Oh, what a challenge. Broke him in half. That Romero went down injured. Yellow card for the blonde-haired defender at Boca. And wow, yeah, he almost broke him in half there. Boom. Oh, number 19 goes flying. Let's see how he looks. If he looks tidy, if he looks the part, he's super cheap, man. I wouldn't mind taking a punt on him. If he's the current replacement for Alvarez, who will be leaving in 2 months, which is fine. That means if that guy comes in, if they don't sign anyone immediately. De La Cruz standing over this. They think he's going to shoot. They think he's going to shoot. Quintero over the ball as well. Quintero can bang these as well. Who's going to hit it? Quintero or De La Cruz? De La Cruz is getting laser eyes on it. But it's Quintero with a left foot. Oh, it's on target, wouldn't you know it? Keeper makes a good dive and save. And then the Boca keeper must have some good stats tonight. I'll tell you that. For nothing. Oh, yeah, he's on 77 points. Boca keeper. De La Cruz is up to 44.5. That's the highest points total I think he's got to all match. Let's keep that up. Is that a corner in from De La Cruz? Couldn't really tell who took that, sorry. No, number 10 took it, Quintero. Yeah, I think I want a wee bit of one. I definitely want a Quintero, don't I? So I'm going for Advent. And I think I want a Quintero. Selling myself on guys I like anyway, Quintero. They're the guys I want. Old gold. I have Romero limited and he has been scoring off the bench of late. Good to know. Maybe unlimited. Should I pick up unlimited? I've got how much is unlimited? Off buttons. Maybe I'll get unlimited. How's his name again? Brian. Brain. It's not coming up. I'll look for it later. Oh no, I can just click him on this actually, can't I? Yeah. Oh no. How did I click on Sorare? Up when you put it on. Who'd have thought it? Let's just put a wee bit in here. See what happens. See if we maybe get a wee limit today. Why not? Higher bidder on Brian Romero Limited. Oh, it finishes in 55 minutes. Oh, well, that's to be expected. Don't want it that much. You can have it, buddy. You can have it. I don't know why that screen had moved so much. Number 22 for Boca, making a wee advance. There we go, let's just put that out there. So wait. No, Quintero doesn't have a card yet. I'll be waiting for the new season ones. Shakaboom. Same with the Advincula. Whoa! Off the crossbar from about 30 yards. River play. I think that was that wee Fernandez guy, the wee expensive one, number 13. Yes, number 13. What a shot, by the way. He's nice. Oh. He really looks the part, that guy. This River Plate squad has been full of some talent, eh? I wish I'd got into it a bit sooner. It's on 58.9, but no decisive, and his team's losing 1-0. Rossi, the Boca keeper, on 81 points, has absolutely killed it tonight. Nico De La Cruz is on 44.5 still. Let's hope we can get a few more points for him. We've got 20 minutes left. He could definitely be breaking over 50 if he stays on the pitch and keeps up the kind of involvement he's had. Number 38 for Boca swings it in, and it's cleared. De La Cruz is into a duel. Didn't win it. Oh, 22 hits the overlap. It's a nice kind of cross. Oh, went for the bicycle kick. Fresh aired it. And River are going to try and break now. They really need to get a goal pronto because Boca will just kill time the further the match goes on. They'll just waste a bit more, Foul, injure, blah, blah, blah. Another River mid for you. Pala. Oh, yeah, I've seen that guy's name knocking about. Was first choice last season before the preseason transfers. Look at his SO5 when he was a starter. He only makes the bench now. Yeah, if he's not even came on yet and they're losing 1-0, then it doesn't really motivate me to go. Let's see him come on. Oh, Alvarez, 2 big chances missed. Think is going to be the one that cost River Plate this game. It was definitely all River early match, and that Boca goal against Sorare play, you might even say, has totally taken the wind out their sails, and Boca now are in control of the fixture and have been acting appropriately. Number 11 with the fresh air kick, Oscar. So I don't think I've seen a number 11. Let's go off the bench. 29. So if he was a young kid trying to score a bicycle kick in SuperClassico. River Plate having a wee bit of build-up play. Boca just letting them have the ball in their own half. They're trying to switch the ball from kind of central to wide left. It comes off. They're building up. Play the ball down the left and it goes out. Nada happening. So my limited Palasivo, he was awesome last season. Oh, sorry to hear that, buddy. He seemed pretty upset you had to sell him. 17 minutes left. We've seen in our replay the long range strike from our boy Enzo Fernandez. Digger day on the windy boxes. I think I have a wee. I think I have a wee morning off tomorrow. Can set the week up a bit. Oh yeah, good times. Hopefully, I'll have some rewards to open. That'll be fun. Even if they are just tier threes, I don't mind. Right, let's get back into the game. Can River make it back in the last 15 minutes? They're certainly fighting. Honestly, getting over the halfway line in this match has felt quite difficult for both teams, to be honest with you. And when they do, it's just kind of like a race to the box. It's kind of how the game's been played, which is quite funny, I suppose. We've got an exclusive camera shot there of the celebrations from Via. The other River fans not being too chuffed about it. Or the River manager. He's not happy at all, was he? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Hey guys, 2 seconds. I muted it when I went for a piss there. I'm just saying, guys, with Dela Cruz being off, McBride and PSU fans, congratulations to both of them. Looks like they're finishing up the podium. Same with Tom C, Surface to Air Missile, and there might have been somebody else that we caught sight of. Some great looking teams. And having a wee look at the prizes the guys might win. Sean Newsham, PSU fans, is on track for a star super rare, which could be any one of these guys, really. And McBride Ace should be getting a tier 1 from around here, probably. I suspect there'll be some tier 1 super rares that are dished out in the divisions above the unique. So RNG wise, I don't know how it will weight finishing second in All-Star Super Rare. I think it would be pretty favourable, and I would expect some like Guardiol, Diop, Delict, Enzo Fernandez, this kind of catchment area, All Black, that kind of thing. And with PSU fans, like, I think, you know, if they got a Timber or an Alvarez or Donnarumma, I'd be absolutely made with that, I think. Who does he really want? I think you'd have to want Mbappe, Neymar, or Lewandowski. Any one of those three is jackpot. And I hope he gets one of them, I really do. Noah Lang, Hangs Vanaken, Lisandro Martinez. There's some great guys all across this pool. I just hope he doesn't get a Visca or a Xerxes or a Kobel. None of these guys. We don't want PSU fans to get Schlotterbeck down. I don't think we want them to get any of those guys. Maybe a few of these we still want to strike out. But anyway, we wish them all the best of luck, guys. And I hope you have had a good time with me. This game is pretty much over for me. There's no Dela Cruz. There's no Barco. It's bloody late. I've been doing this all day, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a proper 12-hour stint. Well, we hang about. It's 8 minutes to go, man. Right. I just wanted to kind of do that. But we've got 8 minutes to go. As full time hits, guys, I am out of here. There's not many of these hanging about. Am I hanging on for that tier 3? I think I might, by the way. 97 complete. Yeah, I think the pie is just about. If I captained anyone else, it'd be so much more comfy. But yeah, so I think I'm just about going to sneak in with a tier 3 rare. Just going to go back on this count. It finishes out. A tier 3 rare and a tier 3 limited. And yeah, it's thanks to the under 23. So I've been under 23 limited and an all-star rare pro tier 3. Hopefully it's not terrible, you know. River player on the attack here. Cross to the penalty spot. Crappy header. Yeah, I think I'm done with this game, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Thanks a lot. And stay tuned to the channel. Plenty more content is coming at you. Let me just... there we go. Here I am, guys. Thanks a lot. I hope you've enjoyed anything that you've watched me for today. Stay tuned to the channel for more content. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Enjoy the international break, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.